You're tuning in to Night and Noir Radio 99.1 FM,
where the shadows swing
Track Radio
and the secrets sing.
And that, my celestial children, is why you never trusted Gemini with your birth chart. Ugh. The audacity of the cosmos sometimes. Anyways, welcome back to Astral Dollz FM, your only spiritual safe space where the chakras are aligned and the reeds are ferocious. Now, let's get grounded in this mess of a material world, shall we? Okay. First off, Saint Monique just got swallowed up by the earth like it was a bad drag look at 3 a.m. A whole house just, whoop, gone. Sending all the healing vibes. But also, was this Mother Nature's way of saying gentrification who? The liberals slithered back in as a minority, which could be worse. At least it's not the fascists, but honestly, if I have to hear one more politician say strong middle class like it's a spell for fixing anything, I'm manifesting a meteor. Just saying. Summer's here, which means tourists, traffic, and Fierté Montreal's corporate rainbow nightmare. Hard pass. We're doing Pride the Dolls in action figure way. Underground, sweaty, and actually radical. Meet us at Parc La Fontaine at midnight. Bring your glitter and your rage. Oh, and my astral beings? The fucking island tour is this month. May every cyclist who blocks the metro entrance stub their toes in the fifth dimension. Archangel Michael, protect us from spandex and superiority complexes. Now, let's ascend from this 3D clownery with sound so sharp it cuts timelines. We've got Earth Eater dissolving gender, Caroline Polachek whispering to interdimensional beings, Lolaho's sonic witchcraft, Sassy 009 cyber siren call, and George Elkberg's glitched heartbreak. Have fun. All right, cosmic kittens, gather round. We're rewriting fairy tales tonight. No princes, no palaces, just the glitter-strewn, chaotic truth of my chosen family. You wanted gossip? Girl, you somewhat got it. Meet Screw, Blue, and Matthew. My two non-binary guardian demons, and our gay rep, who taught me that love isn't about fitting into someone else's picture frame. Screw operates on pure, unfiltered chaos theory. Last month, they replaced an entire hotel's Bibles with the annotated copies of The Ethical Slut and then left a glitter bomb in the manager's office. Salvation should come with lube, Mom. They're the kind of revolutionary who brings anarchist scenes to funerals for balance. And when I was drowning in dysphoria last winter, they rebuilt me stitch by stitch with stolen yarn and thrifted sweaters. Then there's Blue, our resident celestial anarchist. They'll vanish for weeks, then crash through your window at 4 a.m., ranting about the lesbian seagull conspiracy, while force-feeding you kombucha they fermented in a bathtub. Their love language is screaming naked in the moonlight, and petty theft from billionaires' gardens. They taught me that healing isn't always gentle. Sometimes it's dragging each other through the dark, by the teeth, laughing through the blood. And let's not forget Matthew, our glitter-dusted gay uncle. That man has survived 3 decades of bathhouse raids, conversion therapy pamphlets, and grinder small talk, and still shows up to brunch in head-to-toe sequins. He's the reason we all know how to spot a cop at Pride from 500 yards away, mix a cocktail with whatever's in the crisis pantry, cry beautifully to Joni Mitchell without ruining our eyeliner. This is what they don't tell you about chosen family. It's not a replacement. It's a rebellion. A big, messy fuck you to every norm that says love must look like quiet dinners and signed leases. Our love is spray painted on alleyway walls, whispered in queer dive bars, sealed with stolen wine and the promise that no one gets left behind. So if your blood still dead names you, if your coworkers think they them is a grammar debate, listen close. Your people are out there in the smoking section of underground clubs, in the DMs of that weirdo who posts about worm communism in the shadows where the freaks and fighters gather. Find them. Feed them talkies at 3 a.m. Be the chaos that keeps them alive. Which brings me to a little philosophical exercise tonight. Purely academic, of course. Imagine with me, if you will, a certain type of community. One with a very particular rules about how one must present themselves to the world. Now, hypothetically, what if these rules, while claiming to protect everyone, just so happen to favor those who have been around the longest, or punish anyone who steps even slightly out of line? Treat standards as unbreakable law even when it clearly only serves a select few? And what if, theoretically, this community had a strict dress code? Not for safety, but to maintain a very specific image, where certain individuals get to decide what's, quote, appropriate, while everyone else is expected to fall in line. Fascinating, no? How easily structure can become control when left unchecked. How conformity is so often mistaken for community. Maybe we should question all of this, no? Anyway, I hope you're enjoying this avant-garde pop playlist. Feel so connected to it. My heart chakra is blooming.
slowly dying out of love. I see glimpses of highs up above. I know you now at this point, but when I hear you like this, I turn into dust. You're hanging like a star in the night sky. Never have you been brighter. I can't take my eyes off you. Free. What does it mean? I am muted when I dream of you and I. In distance we collide. Oh, I get it in my head. You're falling from my boring sand. Oh, your shadow is woke. I never chose to be so in love. Ego heart, ego.
instrument was put in above the eyeball and in the plane of the nose. You could feel it hit the roof of the orbit, and then with a tap of a hammer, you could knock it through.
One final thought before we end this show. Let's talk about ghosts. Not the kind that rattle chains. The kind that used to dance under strobe lights where the condos now stand. Montreal's gay village isn't dead yet, but my god, it's on life support. The sidewalk still remembers the drag queens who cracked them open with their stilettos, but now, for rent signs and frozen yogurt shops. The only thing gayer than the history here is the irony of the erasure. I walk down St. Catherine some nights and it's like watching a VHS tape decay. The colors bleeding out, the laughter muffled under layers of corporate white noise. The places that raised us, the ones that held us when the world wouldn't, they're being taxidermied into quirky brunch spots. The ghosts are pissed, and they should be. I wish I could fix it. I wish I could barricade the streets with stolen pride flags and resurrect the basement bars where we licked our wounds. But the alien overlords, the ones who see neighborhoods as spreadsheets and queer joy as marketing tactics, they're already zoned and priced, and they've gutted the soul out of it. This isn't gentrification. It's a cultural embalming. So here's the one rebellion they can't evict. Memory. Remember the back rooms. Remember the revolution was plotted in glitter and fake IDs. Remember the names of the spaces they continue to pave over. And for fuck's sakes, fight. Buy from surviving queer shops. Tip the drag queens like your life depends on it, because theirs do. Be the chaos they cannot monetize. Alright, my cosmic warriors. Final transmission of the night comes with a battle cry. Guard your goddamn energy like it's your loins, or like it's the last clean water on Earth. If some soul-sucking bureaucrat, extraterrestrial snoop, or discount cult leader tries to fingerprint your psyche, you look them dead in the eye and say, absolutely the fuck not. Your mind isn't their playground. Your magic isn't their commodity. Burn the contracts they never asked you to sign. And to the ones out there scanning the static, he's safe. Consider this an intermission, not an ending. The broadcast may fade, but the signal never dies. He'll be back to flood your veins with the dark waves you're starving for. Until then, stay inconvenient. Stay impossible to categorize. Stay so vibrantly yourself that it ruins their filing systems. This is Fancis Bougie, exiting stage left with one last truth. They want us docile? We'll stay volcanic. Astral Dollz out.
Thank you, Queen. Appreciate it. Yeah, I think by next month it should be good. Yep. Thanks again.